Customize your workspace. Hello, Photoshop is a versatile program that can be used for lots of things. Because everybody is different, the good guys at Adobe made Photoshop's interface customizable. All these panels together make up your workspace, and that can be adjusted. Let's see what's what. First, you can change the color of the program. Use Ctrl-K to open up your preferences. From this new window, choose Interface. In total, you have 4 color schemes. Click on any of them and you'll see the changes immediately. I personally prefer the darkest one. Next, I'll open this PSD that's attached to this lecture, just so we can see some of our panels, but you can create a random project just as well. Photoshop comes with some workspaces already built in. If we click on this icon in the top right side, you'll see several options: Essentials, 3D, Graphic and Web, and so on. Feel free to click through them and notice how your interface changes. As you learn more about the program, these might come in handy. I'll go back to Essentials so we can customize our interface together. In case your Photoshop looks different, let's go to the top right and hit Reset Essentials. This way we'll throw away any changes. OK, all these panels can be detached. The toolbox is placed by default on the left side. If you go to the top of it, click, hold and drag, you'll see it's now going to detach from that side. You can leave it floating about, or you can attach it to the right side. Drag it across and without letting go, move it until you see this blue line show up. This means you can dock it in that position. Let go of your mouse click and now it's going to stay there unless you move it back. I personally don't like it there, so let's do that now. Please note that you have to grab it from this top section, otherwise it won't detach. Regarding the toolbar, you can have it occupy 1 or 2 lines. To toggle between states, click on this small icon. As you can see, it now takes up 2 lines. Personally, I recommend you switch back. Now, regarding the other panels, they work the same as the toolbar, meaning they can be detached or reattached to another zone. Take the Libraries panel. I currently have it placed on the right side, but say I no longer want it there, no problem. I can drag it from that position and drop it here. Now it's collapsed and it freed up a lot of space. If I want to open it, all I have to do is click here. And I have other panels in this section. These all show up when I use this window menu from up top. Say I enable glyphs, it just popped up. If that's a mistake, I can click on this small icon. From here I can choose Close and it will go away. Let me enable a few others. OK, if you want to remove them faster, just drag any icon away from this panel and look for their X symbol. Good stuff, but say you don't recognize these icons so you don't know what panel they're hiding. Well, if we enable a few other ones, we can now resize this area. Now you can read their names, so you can take all the guesswork out of it. Plus, you can always toggle their visibility. Let me show you what I mean. I'll enable the Character panel. This is something I use on a frequent basis, but sometimes I want it hidden. It doesn't make sense to completely remove it, so what I suggest you do is click on its icon. Now it's going to be collapsed. You're bound to have this column take up this slot, so there's no harm in keeping your panels collapsed inside it. There's one important thing you have to realize: space is essential. The more panels you expand, the less area your canvas will occupy, and that's not a great thing. Remember, your canvas is your windscreen, your road. All these panels are supporting elements. They're never the hero of your project, so make sure you're picky about what panels should stay expanded. For me, I never use the Color and Swatches panel. Instead of removing them one by one, here's what you can do. Click on this tiny icon in the top right. From this list, choose Close Tab Group. Now both of them went away. Repeat the process with these two. Click and press on Close Tab Group. Great stuff. Now the Layers panel occupies this entire space, and that's actually what I want. Regarding our canvas, we can see it's surrounded by a dark color. Sometimes that's bad news if you're working on a project with a black background. Here's what you can do. Right-click anywhere outside your canvas and you'll get several options to choose from. Try some of them out and see if they're more to your liking. What's nice is that you can input your own custom color. It's the last option from the list. After you click it, you'll get this color picker. Let's go with something strange like bright red. Hit OK, and there you go. I don't blame you for wanting to go back, so let's right-click and choose Default. OK, say we're done with our customization. Let's save it by clicking on this icon here. From this list, choose New Workspace. You'll be asked for a name. I'll call it Chris. Hit Save, and now you'll find it in this drop-down list. This is useful because in case someone comes along and changes your workspace dramatically, you don't want to manually repeat the entire process. Instead, you can do this. Click here, and from this list, choose Reset Chris. Now everything is exactly like you left it. Great stuff. And that concludes our lecture. There are a few other customization options, but we'll get to them at the right moment. Please go and create your own workspace so you can get familiar with the techniques I've just described. Have fun!